Hello, everybody, and I would like to thank my wonderful subscribers.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to part 6, or, well, the final part of Turnabout Goodbye. So, yeah, this is the final trial day, and, Von Tarma fucking electrocuted us. He took all the DLC evidence, so I don't know what we're gonna do. But we have to prove Yanni Yodi was the boat murderer. And we have to prove that Von Tarma is somehow behind everything. Impossible? Maybe there'll be a turnabout. December 28th, 9:51 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 2. Let's do this. This is it. Judgment Day. Today, things are going to get settled at last. A lot of things. Did we just electrocuted a dead? What was that? What's the big idea? Sorry, Ned. What, did you zap us? How? I only touched your shoulder. What the heck happened to you? Are you a Pokemon now? Are you like Pikachu? I think the shot hasn't worn off since my run in with the shotgun done yesterday. Not how that works. Anyhow, today's the last day of the trial. Good luck, Nick. Yeah, thanks, Maya. Edward is looking glum as always. I hope Von Tarma doesn't push him too hard. Did I say something? Ah! What are you doing? Sorry. I just thought I'd cheer you up with a pat on the back. Aw, now I feel bad. Maya, maybe we should go outside and discharge. There's a Pokemon, yeah, Pikachu. Right, good idea. Try not to react to anyone on your way out. Ah, you electrocuted. Dumb issue, I think. Ooh-yah, pal! Oh shit, did he? Oh, no, he's okay. What got into that jail? Detective W. Morning, Edgeworth. Good morning. How did it go, Detective? Have no fear. I promise I captured our runaway caretaker. I just brought him in. Took all night, pal. Well, damn, he was a runner. A real runner. Thanks, Detective W. You must be tired. Actually, after that shot I got on the way in, I feel pretty good. Jody says he forgotten his own name. But that has to be a lie. Why would he want revenge on Edward if he couldn't remember his past? He does remember, and I'm gonna prove it. Yeah, do this shit. December 28th, 10 a.m., District Courtroom number 3. Damn, you did that. Court is now in session with a trial of Miles Edgeworth. I'm tired because it's been going on for 3 days. Don't you remember? Trials usually only last like 1, and we've been here for 3. You two did this solved by now. The defense is ready, Your Honor. The prosecution is ready. You said words this time. In a sleepy way, but you said words. Right. Very well. We have reached the final day of our proceedings in this trial. I ask that the prosecution submit decisive evidence. Understood. He said more words that weren't insults. I'm shocked. Come on, don't be awed into silence by every little thing he does. Very well, Mr. Von Tarma, your opening statement. Right. Thanks to Detective Gumshoe's efforts, the boat rental shop caretaker has been arrested. In yesterday's trial, the defense asserted that the caretaker was the murderer. However, the caretaker has yet to confirm this. I would like to ask the defense to cross-examine him as much as necessary. Wow, thank you for giving me that privilege. Very well. Please bring the witness into the courtroom. Ladies and gentlemen of the court, I believe you all remember our witness. He lived in the boat rental shop on the lake where he witnessed the incident. In addition, he had currently lost memory of his name and identity. Witness, why did you run away yesterday? Objection! The witness would not run away, as she will now testify. Baby, testify. I see. Very well. Please begin your cross-examination. Witness testimony. Why I left tort? Because it's boring, people. I hate tort. I'm really sorry about even yesterday. I did. But I wasn't running away and nothing. I went to buy him food for Polly, see? I figured I got nothing to do with this incident anyway. I need one of those, Modab things, right? And I don't got one. So my testimony yesterday, very well. Let's begin the cross-examination, shall we? He has to know his name. Johnny Yodi. You're Johnny Yodi. And I'm gonna prove it. Cross-examination. Why I asked for? How do I, flash? I'm sorry, the buttons are still not completely known to me, Hold it! I told what you did running away, and not just leaving. You heard Yale's testimony and realized you were in danger. Nah. Now, Mr. Wright, no need to rush to conclusions. As I said, the witness was not running away. Listen to the testimony. He sure seems relaxed. Yeah, it was. Yeah, he totally is relaxed. That's what my voice told you. It's just like, usually his demonic yells are a bit less loud, you know? In fact, they both do. Von Tarma and Johnny Yodi. Yeah, real good job. Then why did you leave? He just about to say why. It's not so hard for you to just quietly listen when someone is talking. If I sat quietly, Edward would be filthy in 3 minutes. Okay. Food? Yeah, it's a nutritional substance that people and animals eat to like contain nutrients and keep developing. Well, Polly is a bit of a demand day. Well, I heard that word. I don't know what it means or how to say it. You see, she only eats these high-quality bird pellets from France. Okay? I don't think you went all the way to France in a day, okay? How did you do that? Did you go on an airplane? The fastest airplane in the world to come here and back with the food? Where's the food? Oh. Well, then they're not from France. You kind of lied. Yeah, you gave me the misconception that France was the place you went. They only have them in this big pet shop downtown. But you weren't arrested until this morning. Why didn't you go back to the caretaker shop? Well, I tried to got you off, you see. Objection! The witness had trouble remembering things sometimes. When the police apprehended him, he was on his way to the shop. God, I have great hair. You think me I'm awesome. Yeah, right. Nice try, Montparma. No one is gonna believe that. Yes, I see. So he was lost. Please, Your Honor, come to your senses. This story doesn't make sense. I figure I got nothing to do with the incident anyhow. You've lost much of your memory. Is that correct? Yep. Seems like it. Then how do you know that you didn't have anything to do with the incident? That's not really a good argument, but okay. In his memory he doesn't, so why would he? You know? It's not guilty till proven innocent. Although I guess in this world it may be. Or maybe you're lying about not having a memory, huh? You know exactly who you are. The witness has testified clearly that he had no memory of who he is. If you claim he lied, show the court proof. How am I supposed to prove what's going on in that old Potter's head? That's impossible. I'm glad you've come to your senses, Mr. Wright. Very well. Witness, please continue. I need one of those motive things, and I haven't got one, right? How could you say you have no motive? I say you do. That's the best argument. Agree to disagree. You had a grudge against Edward and the victim, Robert Hammond. That's why you took revenge on them, right? Please don't make me wait. Objection! Please don't make me repeat myself, right? This witness has no memory of anything beyond several years ago. He cannot hold a grudge. It's impossible. I have to prove he lied about his memory. Otherwise, it's gonna be the same thing over and over until the trial ends. Might I say something, Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. You've been saying the same thing over and over. You've been calling the witness's memory of the past, or lack thereof, into question. But does this really have anything to do with the current case? This is kind of why we've been here for 3 whole days. Of course, Your Honor. The witness has said he had nothing to do with the case and no motive. Both of these statements are lies. Order! Mr. Wright, there's a serious problem with your claim. Or are you saying you know who this witness is? Of course, Your Honor. Ho ho! Now this is interesting. I would like to know myself. So, who is he? Don't play dumb, Von Tarma. Mr. Wright, tell us this witness's name. I mean, they play damn obvious. I kinda wish that they actually gave me the profiles. I really wish they would just give me the profiles instead. Because that would be like an infinite amount of options to get it wrong, you know. This class is a bit too easy for me. It's Johnny Yodi. We've been saying that. And now we've been... His name is Johnny Yodi, a former torpedo. Yodi? That name seems familiar. He was a button user of a beta. Oh! Johnny Yodi from the DL6 incident. You were the judge in that one too? If Hinder the judge would have heard of it, it was such a famous case after all. But what did this mean? What did it mean? Or some shit. I don't know. Your Honor, if this man is Johnny Yodi, then he has a clear motive. Tit, tit, tit. Jumping to conclusions as always, Mr. Wright. This witness is Johnny Yodi. Fascinating. However, how do you propose to prove this to the court? This is a court of law, as you may recall. You need proof. And allow me to repeat myself once more. The witness has lost his memory. This is it. I have to do this now. If I can't prove he's Yodi right here, right now, then I've got nowhere else to go. Nick! How are you going to prove it? Can you prove that he's Johnny Yodi? It's okay. It's actually quite simple. What? Oh yeah, the fingerprints. Your Honor. Please take this person's fingerprint. Okay, yeah, I'm not an idiot. Okay, good. Then we'll compare them to the fingerprint for Johnny Yodi 15 years ago. I see, that makes sense. Tit, tit, tit. Huh? No wait, I need to do that better. Give me a minute, okay. I'm so very, very sorry, Mr. Wright. Why? The witness has no fingerprints. What? No fingerprints. You see, before I worked as a theater, I worked at a chemical plant. I burned my fingers working with the stuff, yeah? What? Jody, you said meat. You burned your fingerprints off to hide your past. Well, if the witness had no fingerprint, I think we'll not be able to prove his identity. No. Tick, tick, tick. Well, what will you do, Mr. Wright? Okay, so here's the thing about that, though. Fingerprints are one of the best ways to prove somebody is who, like, you think they are. But it's not the only way. There are other ways to identify somebody. And, here's the thing, it's DNA testing. I think this man had DNA testing, I think. So if it does, all they would have to do is get a sample from him and some sort of sample that Johnny Jody had years ago. That would be difficult. Or, another way, dental records. When a body is not able to be identified easily, the police would look into the dental records and see, hey, do these teeth match anybody? And it would work when it was able to work. So I can't imagine why you can't do the same thing with a living person. So yeah. I can't imagine you wouldn't be able to do that. So yeah, if this was written in modern day, you would have to come up with reasons why all that stuff doesn't exist. It seems the case has been decided. No? No! I know what happened. I know everything. I can't prove it. But no, I can't get this end. Like this. No, I can't use. There has to be another way. There's no one who did to testify as to who this witness is. No one. Nick, what are we gonna do? I didn't even consider that he might have erased his fingerprint. What do I do? Tick, tick, tick. Well, Mr. Wright, perhaps you'd like to cross-examine his parent for a little comment relief. Yeah, very funny. You're a sore winner, Von Tarma. Wait a second. Cross-examine his parent. What is it, Nick? No, you're not going to. Your Honor, the defense would like to take Von Tarma up on his proposal, I think they said. Take Mr. Von Tarma up on my proposal. Exactly, Your Honor. I would like to cross-examine the witness's pet parent. What the fuck? How is it gonna work? Order! Order! Well, what do you think, Mr. Von Tarma? Need you even ask? This is a farce! I object! Wait a second. You were the one who suggested I cross-examine the parent, Von Tarma. And I have a right to do what you suggest. If you're so desperate split, then please be my death. Of course, should you go through with this, and nothing comes of it, I hope you're ready to face the consequences. This is crazy. Well, still want to go through with your little game. Gonna save. You know, come to think of it, this is a rather stupid idea. Tick, tick, tick. I've heard of desperate men grasping at straws. But this is the first time I've heard of men grasping at parachutes. Ha! Ron Tarma is a perfectionist in all things. He's probably read every piece of evidence in all the testimonies. If I can't do the unexpected, I've got no chance of winning. Your Honor, I've thought about this proposal. And I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna sausage him in the parrot. Okay, yeah, that just went down the same ending. I mean, I think it makes sense that he's not a pussy. I'm doing it. Let the parrot take the stand. I will cross-examine her, Your Honor. This is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. Well, Tarma's read every piece of with every person's testimony, every piece of evidence, except the parrot. She's my last chance. At least, I think so. They bring in the parrot. Wow, that's a good image. I love that. Let's play the bird. Please, tell us your name. Name! What's your name? The witness is ignoring me. It must hurt to be ignored by a bird. Ahem. Very well. Witness. Who is your owner? Please testify for us. Testify. Witness testimony. Who is your owner? Hello. Well, that was the best testimony we've ever gotten. Certainly the most concise testimony we've heard so far. Very well. Begin your cross-examination. Right. What are you gonna do, Nick? I don't know. What do we do, Maya? Damn. Cross-examination. Who is your owner? Hello. Witness, you can't just say hello and expect us to get anywhere. I want you to testify. Maya, you talk to her. Right, what do I say? Maybe I should get her to say her name first. Polly, what's your name? Polly, blah. Mr. Wright, I think we have established that this parrot is named Polly. What a great and unknown discovery you just made about this parrot. Does this have anything to do with her owner's identity? I have no clue, actually. Does it? Should I have read the file or something? I'm not gonna do that. Too hard. Well, I guess it doesn't really have anything to do with that. No. Please only ask questions pertaining to the matter at hand. Very well, witness. Continue your testimony. I feel like that was important, though. What happens if I hit it does? I assume it would just loop back if I was wrong, right? What do I do if I say it does? It does! Ha! Fascinating! Ha! Fascinating! You claim that the parrot's name will prove her owner's identity. Then show us this proof. Nick, don't you think you're taking the bluffing a bit too far? Listen, we're not here to answer the question of who is the caretaker. We're here to prove that he is Johnny Ojodi. All we have to do is tie the name Polly to Jody. Your Honor, the proof that the parent's name reveals the caretaker's identity is my badge. No. The autopsy report. No. This picture. No. This picture. No. This map. No. This bullet. No. This pistol. No. This metal detector. No. Probably not. Is that it? No. Okay, so we have two options. The parent or the DLC case file. I wonder which one I think would be it. Let me check this though. What did it say? Okay, case summary. Date. Okay, 11/28/2001. Location elevator. District courthouse. And an elevator with oxygen deprived at time of incident. No clues found on the scene. Victim data. Okay. Gregory Edgeworth. Age 35. Defense attorney. Trapped in elevator returning from a yacht trial with Sean Miles Edgeworth. Age 9. Oh shit. Okay. One bullet was found in heart. The murder weapon was fired twice. Suspect data, Johnny Jody, age 37, Port Bay, trapped in elevator with the Edgeworths. Memory loss due to oxygen deprivation. After his arrest, fiancé Polly Jenkins committed suicide. What the? Wait, Polly Jenkins? Wait, why don't they have the same last name if they're married? Also, wait, you named the parent after your wife. What the fuck? Okay. Oh yeah, I have to pick something. The DL6 case file? That's quite a large file you have. That's quite a large file you have there. Which page is this proof on? Then, show us or stop wasting our time. Very well, Mr. Wright. Please show us the page. Where in this file is the information connected to the parent's name? The suspect data, right? That the page was on. It's on the suspect data page. Ah. This page has all the information about Johnny Jody. Apparently, we only know about a couple sentences about him. Apparently, we were very poor at keeping records of human beings just a couple years ago. Right after he was arrested, his fiancée committed suicide. She Indeed, it does say that, yes. What was his fiance's name? Polly Jenkins? Polly? Exactly, Your Honor. His wife was reincarnated into the parent. He wanted to remember the name of his fiancée who had committed suicide. That's why he named his parent after her. I see. I guess that ain't possible. A mere coincidence. That is all. My granddaughter has a dog. She calls females. Well, Mr. Wright, does this make you my granddaughter's fiancé? What the fuck? Well, Tarma, I know that I know this is your last time in court with us, probably. But I don't think you have to be a comic relief character right now. Just keep being the villain. She's only 7 years old. Indeed. Alone, it is a little weak for evidence in a murder trial. We would need some other corroborating evidence. Where am I gonna find that? Nick, we're getting closer. One more. If we could get that one more piece of evidence. Right, but what? Very well, witness, you may continue. I don't know how much I pledged. Well... This it? They really only two statements? Hold it! Witness, you're here to speak. You must speak to me. Slightly, I can't believe you're speaking to a parent. Well, I guess we should try to get some information out of her. We need to show the judge that her owner is Mr. Yogi. Oh, sorry, I returned these early in the morning. Hello. Hold it. Witness! You can't just say hello and expect us to... Okay, yeah, I did that. Now you talk to her. Okay, right, what did I do? We did this one. Did we do these two? Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's this one. Because she knows about DLC. Don't forget... Wait, do I have a picture of it? Wait, do I not have any clue? Oh, maybe I don't have clue. That's weird. Oh, yeah, don't forget DL6. If we ask what we've forgotten, she's going to say DL6. Okay, yeah. As I was told 2 days ago, Polly, have you forgotten anything? Don't forget DL6. If I could get Polly to say that here, that will prove that the caretaker has something to do with DLC. Polly, have you forgotten anything? Polly, please don't butt with me right now. Hello, drop! Well, we're fucked. That's not what you're supposed to say. Forgot. Something we forgot. Hello, that. It's not working it. She won't say it. She was ridiculous. Why won't she say it? Tick, tick, tick. Something the matter, Mr. Wright? Wait. Don't tell me Von Tarma expected this. He couldn't have reclaimed the parrot, could he? Did he train her not to respond when we asked if we'd forgotten anything? Von Tarma, was it really easier to reclaim the parrot than murder or hide her? If I were you, I would have just hid the parrot in the woods and not just reclaim her. You know how hard that would be to reclaim a bird overnight? Incredibly difficult, I assure you. I've done it before. Well, I think we should... Okay, well, they're the same. There's only really one more question I can ask her, though. What's the safe number I dash? Maybe that will help. Maybe I'll get her to say the number of that safe. Huh? The safe? Why? Let's just try to get her to say anything, okay? I'm worried. Polly, what was the name to the safe in the shop? 1228. 1228. My, what a rat-ish parrot. Well, Mr. Wright, you aren't claiming that the number has anything to do with the caretaker. Well, that time, it worked, so I'm gonna do it again, even if I'm wrong. Actually, it does. That's why I had her say it. Not just because I wanted her to say anything, but because I knew I'm a genius. Ha! Ridiculous! How can a number to a safe tell us who the caretaker is? Well, I don't know. Maybe that the year he was born or some shit. Well, probably not that. Show us your proof. What could possibly link this number to the caretaker's true identity? Okay, well, I'm pretty sure the same rules apply that I did last time, so I don't really have to do process of elimination anymore. The only thing that could ever prove anything with him is this file. It doesn't even say his birthday, goddammit. Okay, they didn't have a lot of dates or there's not a lot of 4-digit numbers in here. Wait a minute. 1228 1228 2001. Shit. Okay. The DL6 case file? What is this obsession you have with that case? Mr. Wright, where in this file is something related to the case number? The case summary, the first page. It's on the case summary page. The case summary? Sublicity, the date on which the DL6 incident occurred. The date of the incident, December 28th. Why, that's today's date, 15 years ago. And the number on that safe is 1228. Curse my brain for doing one digit at a time and not doubling them up in my head. He used the date of the DL6 incident as his safe number, Your Honor. That is how important that date was to him. I see. It certainly is an interesting coincidence. People often do set their secret numbers to date. Bah! This is not tangible proof. I set my ATM card number to 0001 because I'm number 1. That's badass. Right? Imagine telling everybody in this courtroom that you're number 1 and that is your safe number. I mean, not his safe number, his ATM card number, right? Imagine how utterly confident you must be in that. God damn, he's awesome. This has nothing to do with a date. Nothing. That's enough. I think we reached a conclusion here. This is a mere coincidence. That's all. True, that is a possibility. However, 2 coincidences at the same time seems more like a pattern to me. What are you saying? Summon the caretaker of the boat shop. Immediately. Damn. You went into my Von Tarma voice there, Judgy. Witness. Tell us your name. Wait! This witness, he doesn't remember. No. It's okay. Oh my god, what the hell? What happened to your character design? You look so much more different. I've accomplished what I wanted to do. I'm done. What? Man, he looks totally different. This is the real Jody, I think. Finally. He's been acting feeble to hide his true identity. Acting for 15 years. Well, let me ask you again. Please, state your name for the court. My name is Johnny Yodi. 15 years ago, I served as a bailiff in this very court. Order! Johnny Yodi. So it was you who killed Robert Hammond and tried to blame Miles Edgeworth for his death? Yes, it was me. I did it. The music came back. They put me on the witness stand 15 years ago. Robert Hammond, he said I was mentally unsound. He told me it would make me innocent, get me off the hook. So I pretended to have brain damage. I was innocent, really, but she didn't believe me. We won the trial, but I lost everything. I lost my job, my fiancé, my social standing. Then, this year, 15 years later, a package arrived. It was a letter and a pistol. The plan was written out in careful detail. It was a plan for me to take revenge on the people who ruined my life. I didn't care who sent it. I thought this was my chance after 15 years. This was it. Finally, a chance to have my revenge on Robert Hammond and Miles Edgeworth. I have no regrets. Wait a minute. Revenge isn't Miles Edgeworth. What do you mean? I'm not at liberty to speak on that matter. Why don't you ask Mr. Edgeworth yourself? Anyway, I admit it. I was the one who killed Robert Hammond. Von Tarma, Von Tarma, where is Mr. Jody? Under arrest, Your Honor. I saw no room for error in his confession. Then the defendant, Michael Edgeworth, is innocent. In this case, at least. Von Tarma, you lost. I thought this would hurt you more. Why aren't you freaking out? You lost your perfect record in the most major way you can. Last time you merely got a penalty, but this time you lost. Aren't you more upset? Very well. Will the defendant take the stand? There are a few mysteries left unsolved. Still, you were cleared of suspicion for this particular case. So I would like to pass judgment on the murder of Mr. Robert Hammond. Any objections? I don't believe it. Why isn't Von Tarma saying anything? Yeah, wait a minute. If he was truly using, if his plan was finally over, why the hell didn't he bring up DL6? We brought it up. Edgeworth hasn't even brought it up yet. And Von Tarma, he has a freaked out face. I think. Why hasn't he done it? Or done anything? Very well. This court finds the defendant, Miles Edgeworth, not guilty. Yay! Hooray, hurrah, dippity dog. That is all. This court is adjourned. What the fuck? Was that Edgeworth? Did somebody just say objection? Edgeworth, why didn't you object earlier when you were asked, did anybody have any objections? It wasn't Von Tarma? Phoenix, you didn't tell the difference between Edgeworth's objection and Von Tarma's objection. You know the difference. Wait, but that means... No. Edgeworth, Your Honor, I object to your judgment. Why the hell are you pointing at me, Edgeworth? I'm your defense attorney. He's the judge over there. What do you mean? I'm not innocent at all. As we have heard, Johnny Yodi killed Robert Hammond in revenge. But revenge for what? Nick, Edgeworth is trying to confess. He's gonna say he's guilty. He's gonna tell them he was the murderer in the DL6 incident. He's gonna tell them he killed his own dad. Uh-oh, what do I do? That's actually a very interesting question you've given me, Dame. What should I do? The judgment has already been passed. I object to Edgeworth's outburst. Didn't something like this happen yesterday, too? I believe a certain witness raised an objection after a guilty verdict was passed. That would be Ellie. We must hear this new statement, right, Judge? We must hear Miles Edgeworth. He's right. We have a duty to hear Mr. Edgeworth out. If you only care about the law when it's on your side, you're not into the law. You're into yourself. For 15 years, I've had a recurring dream. A nightmare. It's only a nightmare. That's what I told myself. But now, I know it wasn't a dream. Johnny Jody wasn't the killer. You mean, in the incident where your father died? From the distance of the shot, it wasn't suicide either. Everything was as clear as day. The murderer. The criminal in the DL6 incident. It was me! Your Honor, I confess my guilt! I am guilty for DL6, the statute of limitations of which ends today. The culprit is me! Me! Order! Order! This is certainly unexpected. The defendant declared innocent in confession to a different crime. A crime for which the statute of limitations runs out today. I'm not really sure how I should deal with this. Bah! It's obvious. We hold a trial right here, right now. We try this man for his crime of 15 years ago. I think I would like to take a 5-minute recess. During this time, I will consider the appropriate course of action to take. Court is adjourned. Oh my god. December 28, 2:24 p.m. District Court. Defendant Lobby, number 2. I'm sorry, Wright. I've just wasted all your effort. Mr. Edgeworth, I just don't believe it, sir. I mean, you kill your dad? I didn't want to believe it myself, detective. But it's the truth. I deserve to be punished. You were a child trying to defend his dad. Even if you did do it, I don't think you deserve punishment for an accident. Murder is murder, no matter the circumstances. I mean, that's a bit of an apathetic, system, though, isn't it? To just not care about how it happened. This is crazy, just crazy. Huh? Nick, what are you doing? Huh? Oh. I was just reading through the court record once more. I'm getting my case ready. Your case? For what? Huh? Isn't it obvious? I'm gonna prove that Mr. Edgeworth is innocent. What are you talking about, pal? He just admitted to it. He confessed that he did it in court. I'm sorry, Edgeworth, but I don't believe you're a nightmare. What? It's just a dream. It's not real. The truth is right here in this court record. In any case, tighten your belt. The real fight is just beginning. I'll prove you're innocent. Trust me. Right. December 28, 2:30 p.m. District Court, courtroom number 3. You do this, everybody. If you're at home, get down and do this shit. I think I mean sit down. Now then, I would like to resume our trial. Judge! Miles Edwards has admitted his own guilt. He had confessed his crime. Let us begin by hearing his testimony. Then, though pointless, yet the defense do their cross-examination. The statute of limitation on the DL6 incident runs out today. Though it's unconventional for me, I'd like to run this one by the books. I see. Did the defense have any objections? No, Your Honor. Von Tarma, you knew this was gonna happen from the very beginning, didn't you? Very well. Will Miles Edwards take the stand? Will the witness state his name and profession? Will the witness state his name and profession? Miles Edwards, I am a prosecuting attorney. Mr. Edwards, 15 years ago, you mistakenly killed your father, Gregory Edwards. Is this correct? It is correct. Then testify to this matter to the court. When Edwards was telling me about his dream yesterday, I noticed something. One detail didn't quite fit. That will be the key. If only I could get it to work. Please, please. Witness testimony, the DL6 incident. That day, I had gone to court to observe one of my father's trials. I'm thinking here. I'm actually thinking. That day, I had gone to the courtroom to observe one of my father's trials. As we went to leave, an earthquake dropped, trapping us inside the elevator. My father and Jody lost their composure and began to argue. Just then, something heavy fell at my feet. I picked it up and threw it at Mr. Jody. I wanted him to stop fighting. A moment later, there was a single gunshot and a scream. It was a terrible dream. I remember it to this day. That's all. And until now, you thought this memory was a dream. We were stuck in that elevator for 5 hours. The oxygen in the elevator ran out, and I lost my memory of the event. Bah! The same claim Jody had made. Very well. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please. Yes, Your Honor. Cross-examination. The DL6 incident. That day, I had gone to the courtroom to observe one of my father's trials. What was the trial your father was involved in that day? I don't remember things very clearly. Only 2 things. I know my father lost, and that Mr. Von Tarma was the prosecuting attorney. Mr. Von Tarma, you were handling that case? It was 15 years ago. I don't remember the details. That was when Edward pointed out the problems in Von Tarma's evidence. As we went to leave, an earthquake struck, trapping us inside the elevator. Oh wait, shit. Sorry, because I have to do this one by one. So there were 3 people, including yourself, trapped in that elevator. Yes, myself, my father, and Johnny Jody. We were fine at first, but then, as time passed and no one came to help, my father and Mr. Jody began to use their composure and began to argue. What did you do then? I was a 9-year-old boy at the time. What could I do? I was scared, trembling in the corner. But then, something heavy fell at my feet. What was it? A pistol. I assumed it was the bay of Johnny Jody's. The safety must have come off when it fell from his holster. And you picked it up. What happened next? I picked it up and threw it at Mr. Jody. I wanted them to stop fighting. Did you know it was a pistol when you threw it? I think they knew. I knew it was dangerous. But the air was getting so thin I panicked. So you're saying that you threw the pistol at Mr. Jody? I was in a daze. A moment later, there was a single gunshot and a scream. The gun fired once. Yes. I think after I threw it, I lost consciousness. Since then, they've echoed in my head, every day. That gunshot and that horrible scream. The scream. It was a terrible scream. I remember this to this day. There it is. One part of that testimony clearly contradicts the evidence. I don't know what it means. I better find out and click. Okay, so I have to actually figure out what it is. I don't think there's an issue with this one. Or this one. He's just laying out the details. I need to find the contradiction. I can't disprove this. I can't disprove that. You said you did it, and I believe you. Kinda. A single gunshot. Phoenix Wright pointed it out on that part, I think. So, I have to figure out what contradiction. Not my attorney badge. Not this. Can't be that. All the current evidence is effectively worthless. Not this, not this, not this. The guns are different. No. Oh wait, did you say anything? No clues were found at the scene. That's not helpful. None of these are really helpful. All we have is the picture and the bullet. All this does is back up Edgeworth's assumption. So it has to be the photo. Shit! I hit X when I meant to hit A. Thank God I was right. So there was only one gunshot. Yes, I'm sure of it. I heard the shot and the scream. Then everything faded. I was unconscious until the rescuers came. I see. No, Honor. Unfortunately, you don't. Take a look at this. Yeah, the bullet hole. I think I noticed that earlier. So, how would he have laid like that? Unless he totally hit the wall in a weird position. Because, let's assume that, the bullet hole in him and the bullet hole in the elevator door are the same, then wouldn't he have slumped down, on the wall harder? Then you get shot by a bullet, and either you're gonna be pinned, you're gonna stay at the wall you're behind, or you're gonna slump over and you're either gonna fall forward, left, or right. And the way you're gonna fall, I don't think it would be this clean. If you hit the wall from a bullet, then presumably I think you would hit it in a more rough position than this. In this position, it kind of looked like he was shot while he was against this wall, not that wall. So yeah, that's what I think the proof is. So the only real assumption we can gather is that it is two different bullet holes. Two different bullets, even. This is a photograph of the scene of the crime 15 years ago. And in it lies a clear contradiction to Mr. Edgeworth's testimony. Well, I can see the victim, Gregory Edgeworth, lying there. But what do you mean, a contradiction? Just as I thought, the judge is clueless. As always, he's an idiot who meant to represent the audience who are dumbasses. So the judge, the contradiction in the... As it should be obvious, the contradiction is here. I see a bullet hole in the door. Yes, Your Honor, Molly Edwards testified that there was only one gunshot. However, according to the photograph, not one, but two shots were fired. One hit the victim, the other hit the elevator door. I ask you then, why did Molly Edwards only hear one gunshot? Because she passed out after the first one? This photograph does seem to confirm a second shot. However, when was the hole in the elevator made? It might have been before the incident occurred. If it was there before, it had nothing to do with this incident. That's just the point, right? Okay, let's assume that hole in the elevator door was made 2 days ago, maybe a week ago, maybe a month ago. Then it's unrelated. It had nothing to do with the case. But here's the issue with that. Let's say that somebody did do it, like 7 days before the event. My question is, 1, why wouldn't anybody have noticed it? Because a bullet in a door, I think it would be very noticeable. So, 1, why wouldn't anyone report it and have it replaced before? And who did it? And why did they accidentally shoot a hole in the door? Von Tarma, if you want your possibility to stand, I think you have to answer those 2 questions. Mr. Wright, do you have proof that the bullet hole was Todd at the time of the incident? Shit. No, I actually don't know if I do. I genuinely have no idea. Shit. I think I should get at my evidence. No. Why do I have all this old evidence? This isn't even useful anymore. This is all current case stuff. Especially the autopsy report. We don't need to know any more about the body. Because the body doesn't matter anymore. 1, 2. No. 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 That didn't really help. There's nothing about the done. You think there would be a page on the... Oh, the weapon was fired twice. This is it. Yes. Your Honor, I think I'll be able to show you my proof. What? Impossible. Now, Mr. Von Tarma, save your supplies for after we've seen the evidence. Very well, Mr. Wright. Show us your proof. What do you have that proves the bullet hole in the door was related to the incident? The case file. What page was it? Okay, the victim data. Your Honor, the answer is in this file. You do enjoy dragging out that file, don't you? I don't accept this evidence. Yes! You can tell us what page it's on. Which page shows the link between this bullet hole and the DLC incident? Look at the victim data page in this file. It says quite plainly, the murder weapon was fired twice. My Edward only heard one gunshot. Yet the murder weapon was fired twice. Order! Mr. Wright, what are you driving at? The truth, Your Honor. Population, me, you, and the courtroom. It's simple, Your Honor. At the time of the incident, 2 shots were fired. One went into Gregory Edgeworth's heart. The other hit the elevator door. Remember that the defendant lost consciousness after the shot he fired rang out. In conclusion, we must agree that the second shot was fired by someone else. Mr. Wright, but who could that someone else be? The murderer, of course. I know I should have stepped in. I knew I should have stepped in before your wild fantasy got out of hand. Mr. Wright, look once more at the DL6 incident case file. Look closely. Try the case summary page. Chat. Okay, date, rotation, elevator, okay. No clue were found on the scene. Well, that's a lie. The gun we found on the scene. The bullet we found on the scene. But I guess you mean no other clue was found. Try the case summary page. Try the case summary page! The case summary page? That's on page 1. Look at what is written there. Look at what is written there. Not a single clue was found on the scene. If the pistol had indeed been fired 2 times, then the other bullet would have been discovered on the scene. He does have a point. That second bullet has never been found. Okay, so I'm going to assume when you say the scene, you don't mean just in the elevator. You mean the entire surrounding area of the courtroom. I'm going to assume that because a real police officer would have triangulated the bullet hole and looked for where the bullet should have ended up. Why? because the second bullet did not exist. I mean, you're kind of wrong. The second bullet does exist. It's just, maybe the second bullet is unrelated to the incident. That bullet, the bullet that claimed Gregory Edgeworth's life was the one fired by his own son. That is the truth of this matter. The whole truth. Just like the bullet in Gregory Edgeworth. It was undoubtedly something else that made that bullet hole in the door. What, yeah, it was made 2 years ago? Order! I will have order! Mr. Wright has proven one thing to us quite clearly. He is a determined, honest gentleman who is amazing at his job. That the murder weapon has fired twice at the time of the incident. However, as Von Tarma says, the second bullet was not found on the scene. It is highly unlikely that the police merely overlooked the second bullet. Okay? So what does this mean? So all we have is the single bullet fired. I'm afraid I have to discount the defense's claim. Why? Meanie. Tick, tick, tick. I praise the judge for his wisdom in this matter. Dad, how did this happen? I don't believe that they said the bullet didn't exist. Was I wrong? Have I been wrong about this whole incident? What are you doing, Nick? Why aren't you raising an objection? I'm sorry, Maya. What? It's just like I was wrong. Nick? If that second bullet wasn't there, then all my conjectures are for nothing. No. But you said you'd do it, Nick. You said you'd get Edgeworth declared innocent. I'm sorry. It just, when I saw that photograph, I thought that 2 shots had been fired. I was so certain of it. I thought I'd won. I thought there was another person, someone else, who fired the killing shot. But now, I was wrong to think it to be that simple. This case has stood unsolved for 15 years. Man. Well, it seems we have finally cleared up this incident. Only one bullet was found at the scene of the crime. Okay, so basically, here is how I'm reading Mr. Von Tarma's argument. He is saying that even though there was another bullet hole and another gunshot, he is saying that those 2 things have nothing to do with the DLC incident. He is saying, oh, the bullet that was the second shot or whatever, it could have been the first shot. And the second shot is actually the one that killed Edgeworth. And that first shot, it could have happened 2 years ago. It could have happened 2 days ago or 2 months ago. It could have happened way before the incident. And thus, it is unrelated. And for the bullet hole in the door, he is saying the same thing. He is saying, oh, the bullet hole in the door, it could have been made at any point. 2 minutes, 2 days before the incident, 1 year before the incident. He is saying that we have no way to date these things back to the same event on the same day. That shot was fired by Miles Edgeworth. Precisely! I would like to ask one more thing of Miles Edgeworth before passing my verdict. have you been paying attention to the trial so far? Yes, Your Honor. Do you have any objections? No. No. No, I don't. I do not. So you killed your father, though it was not your intention? Yes, I did. Oh no. He accepted the guilt. Very well. The statute of limitations on the murder of Gregory Edgeworth runs out today. Therefore, I must pronounce a verdict on the defendant today, right here, right now. Indeed. Does anyone have any objections? I've been here before. It's just like my first day in court. There's so many things I know I should be saying, but my mind's gone blank. I can't find the words. Mr. Wright, I have an objection. Your Honor, I object. Tit. Mr. Wright, on what grounds do you object? Oof. Nick? I don't know. His taste is perfect. Oh no. It must exist. Oh, Mia! What the hell? It must exist. The second bullet. What? What did you just say? Nothing. The second bullet must exist. But where? Someone took it. It seems waiting and not gonna produce us any answers from Mr. Wright. Wait, Your Honor! Huh? The second bullet, it existed. What? But we've just heard proof that it did not exist. Okay, you guys are taking this "it didn't exist" thing a bit too hard. I think Von Tarma isn't saying that, like, okay, look at this. It says, right here, that the murder weapon fired twice. The murder weapon was a gun. A gun uses bullets. If a gun fires something twice, that means 2 bullets were shot from that gun. If this statement is true, then there were 2 bullets. A first bullet and a second bullet. Both of the bullets exist. The fact that one is unrelated doesn't mean it is non-existent. It means that it is irrelevant. I need you guys to use the correct terminology. I really do. But we have just heard proof that it did not exist. I realize that, Your Honor. I'm really grasping here. It's just, someone took it from the scene of the crime. That's what happened. But who? The murderer. The murderer. The murderer! Then tell us, just who is the murderer? I'm still thinking about that one. So the criminal took the second bullet. But why? Huh? First of all, how would they have found it? It's not easy to find a stray bullet, Mr. Wright. Shit. Oh, maybe they had a metal detector. Give me a minute, guys. Wait, no. No, never mind. It's not easy to find a stray bullet, Mr. Wright. Was there some pressing need for the murderer to search for that? Give me a minute, guys. Hello, everybody. Sorry. I had to take a break, but we are back. Okay, so, let's answer this question. Was there some pressing need for the murderer to search for the bullet? Why would a murderer search for a bullet? Because it was evidence. But why would the murderer need it? What would it be evidence of? Wouldn't they have taken the gun? The only reason a murderer might take a bullet is because they had to? I mean, the obvious answer would be the murderer had to find it, but like, if the murderer had to take one bullet, they would have taken the other bullet too. And they would have taken the gun too. If the murderer had to find it, then he would have had to find and take everything else. So the murderer didn't need to find it? Let me see where this goes. Why would the murderer have spent the time to look for that stray bullet? I haven't got a clue. What's wrong, Mr. Wright? Bah! The murderer had no reason to take that bullet. You don't want to admit it, but it's true. Had to take it. Had to take it? The murderer. What did that mean? You're thinking too normal. Think crazy. Don't think why the bullet was taken. Think why it had to be taken. Well, as evidence, but no. No, that doesn't make sense. I can't explain why it wouldn't make sense that he had to take it. Maybe he didn't have to take it. Well, I think maybe he had to take it. Like he couldn't not take it physically, not logically. Why would he have to take it physically? Mr. Wright? He would have to take it, right? He didn't have a choice, almost. Yeah. If it was because of choice, he would have taken everything, but he didn't. Well, the murderer had no intention of taking the bullet from the scene. But, the murderer had to take the bullet. Had to, Mr. Wright? What do you mean? Well, for instance, what? Maybe the bullet, hit the murderer. Okay, that's an interesting possibility. He would have to take the bullet that enters his body. What else could you even do? The bullet hit the murderer? Just saying, for instance, I mean, if it hit you, you would have to take it with you, wouldn't you? It might get you to perform a surgery right there. You know? Shit. Wait a second. I was just talking off the top of my head, but what if that's what really happened? Let me get this straight. So, at the time of the murder, the murderer, that Michelle, was shot, and they left with the second bullet still inside them, thus leaving only one bullet at the crime scene? Yes, I guess that's how it would work, yes. But there's still a problem with that. The other two people rescued from the elevator, Molly Edwards and Johnny Yodi, were both unharmed by a bullet. Mentally and physically, they were harmed by oxygen deprivation and PTSD. So that would mean the murderer tamed them outside, yes. That explains the bullet, too. You see, the bullet impact went through the elevator door, meaning that it went outside the elevator. This is not a yacht room mystery. It's very much an un-yacht room mystery. Shit. The two men fight inside the elevator. Trying to stop them, the boy picks up the pistol at his feet and throws it. The pistol discharges and the bullet Oh, it had video? Okay. The bullet goes through the elevator door and hits the murderer outside. The boy using consciousness. Then the murderer opened the elevator door, sees the men inside. It is totally Von Parma who did it. Yeah, okay, here's how I think it happened. Okay, so Von Parma may have won the trial, but Edgeworth's dad gave him a penalty. Von Parma is such a perfectionist, he utterly hated when Gregory Edgeworth did it. So later on, he saw what was happening, picked up the gun, and boom! That explains why Gregory Edgeworth was the only person harmed in the elevator. Mr. Wright, you are truly the most unpredictable defense attorney I've ever known. I can tell that you're drafting, yet I cannot deny the possibility of what you say. The best kind of attorney. What are you saying? Deny it! Deny it! No one involved with the incident was wounded. There was no murderer. So, are you saying Edgeworth is innocent and we can all go home? No one was wounded at the time of the incident. He's right. I can't think of anyone. Hey, Nick. Huh? I just thought of something really crazy. Crazy? Remember what Ghostbird said yesterday? Oh my god, the vacation! The vacation was to remove the bullet! Gregory Edgeworth dealt a blow to a perfect trial record. Wow. It must have been quite a shock for Von Parma. He took a vacation for several months after that, you see. Yes, an unusual event for the man. That was the first and last vacation he's taken in his many years of prostituting. What if Von Parma didn't take that vacation because of shock, but he took it because he was injured? Which would mean it could only mean one thing. He was the murderer in the DL6 incident. He was the man who shot Gregory Edgeworth. It was Von Parma. Oh man. Something wrong, Mr. Wright. You seem dazed. No, Your Honor. Well, you have indicated the possibility that the murderer came from outside. Can you give us the name of your suspect? Why do you think we would know that? Why do you think we would know our suspect's name? All I did was point out that a murderer could exist. I'm not saying that I know the name of who did it, even if I do. Uh-oh. Should I come out and say it now? I'm gonna save it for a better time, just to see what happens. Wait, I don't have enough proof yet. This is my trump card. I better save it for the right time. Mr. Wright, something the matter? I'm fine, Your Honor. Tick, tick, tick. Shall we carry on with the trial then? Nah. That said, we have no farther to go. All that's left is the finish. In other words, the verdict. What? Not yet. Think, Mr. Wright. You have said that someone from the outside was the murderer. Yet you cannot suggest anyone as a possible suspect. Which means your conjecture is worthless. And will be rejected, of course. Nick, now's not the time to be holding on to that trump card. The trial's almost finished. Oh wait, I may not know what I'm doing, but here goes. Your Honor, there is a suspect. One lone suspect. Well, this is certainly interesting news. Very well, Mr. Wright. Who is your suspect? What? My hands are shaking. The what? Von Tarma! Von Tarma? You mean the Von Tarma, the prosecutor, the one that's standing right over there? Blah! Why was she happy when we said that? You don't object? I see no need. Why honor this ridiculous outburst with my objections? Because you took the vacation for several months, starting the day after the incident. Yet you pride yourself on getting a perfect record. Why would you take such a long vacation without any reason? So you're saying that I took a vacation to heal my injury from the incident? Fascinating! Prove it! I would have needed surgery, no? Where'd I go under the knife at, Mr. Wright? Blame the doctor who operated on me. Have him testify. Shit, we don't know anything about that. Shit. Man, let's find out who his doctor is. It's no use. Edgeworth? I know Von Tarma, perhaps too well. He's perfect. He wouldn't yield clues. He probably didn't undergo surgery. Are you saying that he still has the bullet in him? Oh my god. Well, then that means... Wait a minute. The metal detector. Bullets are metal. That's why we have it. I was wondering why we had so much worthless evidence. The metal detector. It's all red herring except for the metal detector. He probably didn't undergo surgery. That would leave a doctor as a witness, unless he murdered his doctor. Nobody's that perfect. So what, Nick? Did Von Tarma pull the bullet out himself? That's insane. Well, I mean, he could have. No, he couldn't have. You can't just pull bullets out of yourself. Wait. What does that mean? That bullet has to be somewhere, but where? Tick, tick, tick. Well, Mr. Wright, can you produce evidence to prove that I was shot? Maybe. Alright, Von Parma, I'll prove it. I'll even use evidence. I know how much you like it. What? What? The evidence that proves Von Parma was shot is... Von Parma is perfect. He wouldn't have risked surgery leaving an evidence trail. So then I ask, where is that bullet now? I think it unlikely that Von Parma performed surgery on himself. You don't mean... I do. There is a possibility that the bullet is still inside Von Parma. Shit. Is that even possible? For all these years? Well, there's one way to find out. We could use this metal detector. Let me pull it out of my back pocket like my video game character. Well, Von Parma, I'm gonna run this over you and see what we find. I refuse. You refuse? But refusing this means you acknowledge that the bullet is still inside you? You're sweating, Vaughn. Order! 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 Your Honor, the defense requests we be allowed to use this metal detector. Judge, I call for a suspension of this trial. This is an invasion of privacy. The statute of limitations runs out on this case today. It was you who said we had to end it right here, right now. Enough. I permit the use of the metal detector. Mr. Von Parma, you will submit yourself to testing. Man, what does this mean? I don't know, but we have to give it a shot. It reacted. Something inside his right shoulder. The bullet. Mr. Von Parma? You! It was you! Wow, he calmed down really fucking fast. I was afraid... No, wait. I was afraid this would happen. And so I remained silent. Huh? Indeed, there's a bullet in my shoulder. However, it has nothing to do with this incident. What? I was shot in the shoulder long before the DL6 incident. Prove it. I claim that the bullet in my shoulder has no relation to DL6. Damn. Okay, were you in a battle? Were you in a war? Were you in like World War II? You look pretty old, but I don't know if you're old enough to be like the Vietnam War maybe? But can you prove? But Mr. Von Parma, can you prove that? Prove? Nah, nah, nah. I have no obligation to prove anything. It is Mr. Wright who must prove something here, not I. Mr. Wright. Well, Can you prove it? Can you prove that the bullet in Von Tarma's shoulder was from the DL6? Of course you can't! You don't have any of the DL6 evidence! That's because you took it all out of the record room yesterday. With no proof, you cannot convict me of any crime. So sorry, Mr. Wright. No, I'm the one who's sorry, Von Tarma. What? You were close, 1 day away from freedom. But you see, I have proof. What? Who would have thought that you would dig your grave trying to convict Edgeworth? I can't eat that bullet in your shoulder to the DL6 incident. And here's my final proof. The bullet that Maya rescued. X presents. That's a bullet? Where did you get that? This is the bullet used in the DL6 incident. This was taken from the heart of the victim, Mr. Gregory Edgeworth. The bullet is preserved quite well, quite nicely, with all the ballistic markings intact. Ballistic markings? They're like the fingerprint of a gun. Are you thinking like a flashback? You may recall the term. It came up in the first trial 2 days ago. Ballistic markings are the fingerprints of a weapon. All bullets fired from a gun are marked with that unique weapon's unique patterns. By examining these markings, you can tell from which weapon the bullet was fired. It's quite accurate. We have 2 bullets in our possession. One, the bullet removed from Gregory Edgeworth's heart. The other, Von Tarma, is the bullet buried in your shoulder. We could analyze both bullets. Then, if the markings match, we would know that both bullets were fired from the same gun. The very same pistol. In other words, the murder weapon that killed Gregory Edgeworth. Mr. Von Tarma, you will yet remove the bullet from your shoulder. Then we'll compare the ballistic markings to those on this bullet. And solve this case once and for all. Well, Mr. Von Tarma? Worse. That stream. I've heard that stream before. Wait, I know. Help! I can't breathe! Try it. I said try it. You're not making this any easier. Stop breathing my air. I'll stop you. Stop breathing my air. Get away. Get away from my father. It's that scream I heard in the elevator 15 years ago. Von Tarma, it was you who screamed. Shit. Mr. Von Tarma. Worse and worse and worse. Only you would dare to find me. So it was you. You and your father are my curse. Your father shamed me with a penalty on my record. And you left a scar on my shoulder that would never fade. I'll bury you with my bare hands. Death, death. 15 years earlier. Chief Prosecutor, I am sorry. Von Tarma, am I right? You would have made this kind of error. I never thought that Edward would have been the one to tap you. I was careless. I'm sorry, but you will have to be penalized. I've covered for you in the past, but not this time. Edward! It was a shock like none I had ever known. Me! Penalized! It took hours for me to regain my composure. Suddenly, I found myself in darkness. I was in the records room. I must have wandered in there without thinking where I was going. The room was pitch black. The lights must have gone out. I went out into the hall and felt my way to the elevator. I pressed the button, but nothing happened. Then, there was a noise. I was in pain, a horrible burning pain in my shoulder. Just then, the lights came back on. The elevator door opened before my very eyes. I saw 3 people inside, all lying unconscious from oxygen deprivation. Much to my surprise, a pistol lay at my feet. I knew then it was destiny. In his last moment, Gregory Edgeworth was still unconscious. He died, never knowing who had shot him. Later, he spoke through a medium, blaming Yodi. He was fooled. It was the perfect time. Test, test, test. Who would have thought another man would come to open the elevator door? Judge! What? What are you doing? Do your job. Bring an end to this miserable charade. Now, end it. Very well. It appears that we have come a very long way to the end of this maze. 15 years later, Mr. Miles Edgeworth, yes, Your Honor, you were innocent. You are innocent. As you said, it was all a nightmare. Yes, Your Honor. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth, not guilty. Yeah, I have a feeling they're the real one. Yeah, baby, damn it. That is all. This court is adjourned. December 28th, 5:58 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 2. Mitt, we did it! Did you see his face? Von Tarma looked even paler than usual. He pretended He pretended to be all calm and cool, but you trust him inside, Nick. You trust him. I gotta say, I'm impressed. It was pretty close, though. I was sure we'd had it. I know, I was on the verge of peeing myself the whole time, myself. But now, it's all just a good memory. So, it's finally over, Edgeworth. Right? Yeah? I'm not sure how to say this. I know. Try debut. I see. Debut, right? You're welcome. I think you could have done better than that. Sorry. I'm not good at this sort of thing. You got it. Y'all here in Edgeworth. She got you there. Whoop! Amazing, pal. You pulled through just like I thought you would. I'll never forget this. I owe you one, pal. And tonight, yes, party. Dinner's on me. Yeah, my salary went down a bit this month. But who cares? See, Mr. Edgeworth, you should take a lesson from Detective Gumshoe. That's how you say thank you. I see. Okay. Woo! I feel foolish. Oh wait, why is she cute now? Like, why is she actually acting like adorably awkward? Like adorable? Why? You were such a bad person, but now you're all nice because like you know you didn't murder your daddy. God. Don't worry. Take it a little bit at a time. You'll get used to it. It's been 15 years since I've seen Edgeworth this unguarded. Hey, y'all. Yada. Y'all were great in there. Thank you. Yo, Edgeworth, congrats. Thank you all very much. I knew you were innocent from the start, of course. Just look at you. You would have dipped your hand in a cookie jar even if no one was there. I can buy that. I can actually buy that given what we've seen of Edgeworth. Where's the picture? I know I took a picture of Kitty Edgeworth. You did it. Yo, Kid Edgeworth is literally wearing a suit to school with a bow tie. Dude, this kid is so proper, he wouldn't if his dad wouldn't let him. Yeah, I can honestly buy that. You were the witness on the first day of the trial, weren't you? Yep, bygone be bygone, eh? Speaking of which, what are you doing now, Yana? Who, me? I went back to college. I gave up trying to be an investigative photographer pretty quick. Really? That's too bad. Huh? Isn't that the hot dog guy from the park? Huh? Really? It's over, Nick. My life is over. Wait, are you handcuffed? Are you wearing handcuffs or that's just how your shirt looks? Why the sad face, Larry? What happened now? Oh, no, not handcuffed? Oh, Nick, I'm not young for this world. You don't look sad. Are you sad? It's Beyonce. She doesn't live in Paris. Paris, Nick. She's leaving me behind. Should have seen that one coming. Yo, Eggy, there you are. Yes, I am here. Congrats, Eggy. Here's your gift from me in celebration. Celebration? That's unusual for you. Haley Butt, you can tell me on too tonight, my sweet pal. Didn't you believe he was a murderer like a trial or two ago? Huh? Thanks. You'll get forward to it. Yo, Nick. That's the shoot that questioned me. When he says treat, that's not please talk for prison food, right? Right? I think you'll be fine, Yeri. Right? Yeah? What's up? That envelope that Yeri gave me, it's got money in it. Oh, I didn't know he made enough to do that. Well, yeah, that's not strange. People give money away to celebrate sometimes. Have you not had like a birthday where people give you money? It's $38. What? Wait a minute, that's the same amount that was taken from you. Wait a minute. Yay! What the fuck? Right? Huh? What a weird amount. I mean, not a little, but it's not a lot either. Yay, what? $38 exactly? Man, wasn't that the exact amount of young money that was stolen from Mr. Edgeworth in Shadul? $38? No. No! Yaylee, it was you? What are you so surprised about, right? Huh? Yaylee was absent that day from Shadul, right? But that doesn't automatically rule him out as a suspect. What? Think back to that day 15 years ago. I lied about not remembering it. I did. Yeri took the day off, but he was bored, so he came to Shadul anyway. Then he saw the young money lying there, and the rest is history. I never wanted a history. What? Edgeworth, you didn't know, did you? I suspected. I just couldn't picture Yeri protecting you like he did that day. Everyone else was saying you did it. The whole class was against you, remember? Yeah, too well. Right? You may not know this, but we used to have a saying back in Shadul. When something smells, it's usually the butt. I know. Oh, really, right? I'm surprised you didn't figure it out. Well, this sure is an unexpected turn of events, eh? Edgeworth. Huh? You should have told me! Now, Nick, it was 15 years ago. Don't you think the statute of limitations has run out, Mr. Edgeworth? I'd say so, yes. There you have it. Where did that leave me? I became a defense attorney because of what you two did. Well, you always have been something of an insufferable emotionalist. Yeah, and you get worked up too easily too. Death! The death sentence for both of you. Man, if only I had known, I would have become a prosecutor. The same goes for me, only the other way around. For the longest time, I thought I might have killed my own father. I thought that I might be a criminal. I became a prosecutor in part to punish myself. If I had known the truth, I might have become a defense attorney after all. Edgeworth. Wanna switch, right? That's nice and sweet. Hey y'all, line up. I'll take a photo. Hey, photo time, let's go. And after that, dinner on me. Detective W took us out on the town that night. We celebrated Edgeworth's newfound freedom, physically and mentally. Even though Edgeworth himself was still in detention. What the heck? What did that mean? So, do you guys just go out and eat without him? December 29, 5:02 a.m. Right until your offices. Whoa, I went a little overboard yesterday. Had too much beer and shit. My head hurts. It's still only 5. Maybe I can go back to sleep. What's this, a letter? Good morning, Nick. Why did you leave us a letter? You were really impressive yesterday. Seeing you, it made me think about what I'm doing here. I'm a spirit medium in training, of course. I wanted to help Mr. Edgeworth too. I wanted to help you, but I couldn't. I was useless. So I decided to go back to my training. I'll become a full-fledged spirit medium for starters. I couldn't say it to your face, so I left this letter. Goodbye, Nick. Wait, what? She's leaving? Goodbye? What time is it? The first trains for the mountains have already left. To the station. Run, walk. I'm here. I guess I'm too late. Hey! Matt! Maya! So, you're leaving? Yeah. It's hard being a spirit medium who can't talk to spirit. And I think you'll do fine without me, Matt. Be good, okay? Hold it! Wait! What? I never could have saved Edgeworth without your help. Huh? On the last day of trial, I heard her. I heard Mia's voice. You heard my sister? Yes, only her voice, but still. It was at the very end, when I thought we'd lost everything. Well, like my sister for you. Detective Dumshoe helped, and Mr. Grossbird, and even Yaley. I'm the only one who didn't help. I was useless, Nick. But you were the one who stopped Von Parma, Maya. Huh? I didn't do anything. All I did was wander around in a daze. Sorry, but I have evidence you helped. Evidence? Show Maya some evidence to cheer her up. What happens if I get this wrong? Oh, I can't. Okay, well, I'm not gonna do a dumb answer for the yaps, okay? A bullet? Von Karma was convinced he had taken all the evidence pertaining to DLC. But you were the one who rescued the last piece of evidence we needed. This was the bullet that put an end to Von Karma. And you were the one who gave it to me. Man. Thanks, Maya. I couldn't have done it without you. I'll be back soon. Huh? I'm going to complete my training and come back. Okay. I'll be waiting. Of course you will. You can't run that office by yourself. You're hopeless. I don't know about that. Oh. So, this is it. See you soon, Maya. Oh, that's your... Yay! I got a cute picture of her. That's adorable. Thanks, Nick. Wow. And so, my story ends. Time to turn a new page. And say goodbye to the novice defense attorney I once was. Now, a new story begins. With the same old crazy cast of characters. Ha! Don't think you graduated yet, amateur! Mr. Wright, perhaps you'd like me to rethink that claim. Yeah, Your Honor. Uh-oh, I got a bad feeling about this. Shoot it to me. Okay, well, thank you for everything, shoot it to me. You wrote it, you made it. Hey, pal, Mr. Edwards came down to the precinct to wish me a happy new year. Talk about pleasant surprise. Woo! Detective Dumsoo! Then he hung his head low and went right back outside. Kinda like he was embarrassed or something. Strange, huh? Graphic Tatume Suwada? Huh? Man? Nah, haven't seen him lately. Who, me? I've been working at a tea shop. That Missy's a nice lady, but you're not exactly what you call a cheap date. Oh, she's in Hawaii right now, yeah. Why are you so fast? Give me a minute to read it. Who? Wright? Yeah, I remember him. I heard he'd been busy lately. You know, not to ring my own bell, but I try to taught him everything he knows. I'm sure he's grateful. Well, I don't even remember you. I mean, I don't think Phoenix will. You were very forgettable. Phoenix, right? The defense attorney for whom I wrote that affidavit for, yes. You should know I've taken over management at the Datewater Hotel recently. Should you be in the area, please stop by. God, these are so fast. I can hardly enjoy it. Programming, Mashatayada, Ido. Ahem. Oh, it's you. Phoenix, right? Yes, mere understudy, was he not? I wonder how he's doing. Haven't seen him out of late. The days of my youth, like fresh or just lemon, yes, you see. The scent of fresh lemon, yes. Music. Marataida Sumanan. I don't know how to read Japanese names. Phoenix Wright? Is she an actor? Well, I'm not buying it. You can't be a star with a name like Phoenix. Do you know that if I put it on a DVD, not that I know what DVD is, but the other, but everything, how am I supposed to know? Sound effect at Sushi Mora. I'm pleased to announce the Pink Princess is a hit. I'm sure Mr. Wright owes a great deal. Oh, and I'm keeping my face out of the public until the show is over. I wouldn't want to ruin any kid's dream, you know? These are fast. I've heard they are from my blubber, but they're pretty fucking fast. Oh, I got a letter from Maya the other day. It sounds like she taught a toad standing under a waterfall. I wanted to visit, but I didn't have time, so I sent her some Pink Princess trading cards. She said you can't buy them wherever she is. What kind of place is she living at anyway? Mito Taida. Right? Who's that? You want to talk? Yeah, talk Pink Princess. Alright. But, you know, I stepped into the studio the other day, and I saw her. The one inside the Pink Princess suit. Ugh, what a dog. It was kind of a shock for a boy of my tender age. Producer at Sushi EA Abba. Yeah, I remember, right? That lawyer died? Huh, me? I'm in training to become a paranormal photographer. You know that picture I took of everyone? Well, just behind them there was a ghost. Oh, for real. Now yeah, talent. I'm gonna be famous. There was a ghost? What do you mean? Executive producer, Sheena Mito Tan. Oh my god, is that Mia? Hello, Mia. God, you all look so nice and cute and really pretty. Tap Tom. That was good. Hold it. Oh my god, there's one more. A new episode has been added. Shit, wait. No, Yes? Okay, well, I should probably end that. Can I, back? No, that was just a spoiler. I don't want spoilers until the episode happens. Wait, can I close it? I'm gonna close it, and I'm gonna go back and, yeah, talk about it. This was fun. I enjoyed this really hard. It was a good series. I actually had a lot of fun with this idea, yeah. Being a lawyer, taking on opponents like that. That was cool. It was a fun series of games. And, yeah, I know that a lot of people don't really like Rise from the Ashes type episode yet see. Okay, so I like this one. Now, I know that this episode is controversial, and I know that this was added as a DLC or whatever, but I'm still gonna play it. I'm gonna play it in order from beginning to end, exactly how they made it. I'm gonna play this one, and I'm gonna play everything, okay? So yeah, that is gonna end this episode of Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, and that time we will be doing Rise from the Ashes. And I hope to see you guys next time. Bye!